It's Friday, April 11th, the meaning of Special Olympics, celebrating assistant principals and librarians, and do you ever feel like someone is following you? All of this and more on this edition of The Stinger on Air. Good morning, Jackets. I'm Emmy Johnson, and welcome back to The Stinger on Air. Special Olympics takes place every April. Riley Beckham found out why our students get involved.
Time to cheer on the athletes, the stars of today, the reason why we are here.
The Special Olympics Young Athletes Program, founded in 1968 alongside the General Program, is an opportunity for young children from ages 3 to 7 with or without intellectual disabilities to develop core milestones like playing with others, sharing, taking turns, and following directions. Here at BHS, the Ed Rising Club takes part in the annual event. Pamela Langley, co-sponsor of Ed Rising, says that the club has been helping out for 15 years.
Ed Rising has helped with Special Olympics probably 15 years. We used to help at in Rock Hill. They had Area 11, it was called. It was Lancaster, Chester, and York County.
Langley says JROTC has come to help in recent years due to the close proximity the class has and the similarity in responsibilities.
Honestly, their club is all about service, and we're a pretty close-knit group over in the Cape building. And honestly, because of proximity, what they do, what we do in Ed Rising, it just made sense.
To prepare for next year, the club begins planning almost immediately after the previous event. They discuss what went well and what may need to be improved for next year. It also takes time to make sure that they have the supplies needed for each activity. The club uses the money it raises from Powder Puff in the fall to purchase items for the Special Olympics. Kendall Horn, co-sponsor of Ed Rising, says that the club also relies on the generosity of others.
So we bring all the supplies, but we do have a lot of help. For example, we have one event called Parachute Popcorn where we put the dodgeballs on the parachute from the elementary school and we pop them up, and the kids love that one. We have cornhole boards. FFA lets us borrow those, and Coach Allen actually lets us borrow a lot of sports equipment.
Both Langley and Horn believe that the event is an opportunity for students in Ed Rising to work with young children and learn a new perspective on life. The Special Olympics are a great way for the community to show support.
And I think it's important for our students to see that not everyone is just like they were or they are.
This day is not about us. It's not about the volunteers. It's not about our club. It is about making sure those children and families have a great day and feel like they should, like they are Olympians that day.
For Stinger on Air, I'm Riley Beckham.
Thanks, Riley. Last week, we took a look at College and Career Day and what went on in the gym. Riley Stroud is taking us back to last week, and he has more on what went on in the other classes.
And trades by working with companies who actually are wanting you to come into their businesses so they can provide these opportunities for you, to develop you, and also eventually hire you.
Last week during College and Career Day, juniors were given the chance to learn more about work-based learning and career readiness. Flexi, an app that connects students with jobs near them, was introduced to the students by the co-founder, Arma Chianco.
What we've done with Flexi is developed a one all-encompassing tool that allows for the community in terms of businesses to post opportunities, and then it allows for the students to be able to access those opportunities very seamlessly.
Flexi allows students a variety of different job opportunities, ranging anywhere from internships to working at a fast food restaurant in town.
We offer everything from internships, apprenticeships, and trades opportunities in terms of our Flexi pathways. But on the other side of it, we also have a Flexi shifts model that allows for them to be able to access jobs from companies like McDonald's and things like that, that works for them during their own free time.
Gracie Helms, Buford's college advisor, explains the importance behind College and Career Day.
This is important for our students because our students need to know the opportunities that are available to them, whether that be college, whether that be career, whether that be military. They need to know their opportunities, and this is one of the best ways to connect them with those opportunities that they're going to be expected to know about within their community whenever they get out of high school. This is the best way to connect them with that knowledge.
For Stinger on Air, I'm Riley Stroud.
BHS has a great faculty, and this week we celebrated some special staff members. Lily Floyd has more.
This week has been National School Assistant Principals Week. School principals shoulder a lot of responsibilities. Most principals would tell you that assistant principals are just as important and take on a more supportive role. Here at BHS, students say that our assistant principals, Kevin Moot and Mary McTammy, are supportive and help provide a comforting environment.
She comes to us in the mornings and makes sure everything's okay and how we're doing in the morning.
I appreciate most that our assistant principals listen to us. We can take our concerns to them and nothing is unimportant to them. So thanks, Mr. Mood and Miss McTamney.
I appreciate how she's always never judgmental and she always has to listen to what you have to say.
I think I appreciate most how they listen. If you go to them with any problems, they're always there to listen and they always give you the best advice.
He seems kind.
Mr. Moon is really personable. He's always happy, and I feel extremely comfortable talking to him. And I just think he's a great assistant principal.
Also, this week is National Library Week as well. Our media specialist, Kim Parker, and media assistant, Drew Dutton, says that the library is a place for students to relax and work on assignments.
I think it's a great opportunity for them to have extra time to sometimes just chill, but sometimes to work on extra assignments that they haven't had time to finish at home. We have a lot of extracurricular activities, and so lunchtime, some of them don't eat and they want to get work done, and I think that's really cool.
I think students should come during lunch. They should also come during flex because we welcome you to come and see what we have in terms of books and to relax a little bit.
Students say that they like to go to the library during lunch because it's relaxing and quiet.
It's very peaceful and I don't have to deal with a lot of people screaming.
It's very quiet and very relaxing.
For Stinger on Air, I'm Lily Floyd.
Yo, Ash, are you in here? Where are you at?
I'm over here.
Over where?
I'm in the TV.
What do you mean you're in the TV? Whoa. Okay, well guess what?
Chicken butt?
What? No. It's time for Jacket Culture.
The grading period will end next week on the 18th. Make sure to get your work done.
Prom will be tomorrow from 7 to 11, so have fun and make sure y'all are being safe and responsible.
Bro, why are you on the ground?
Getting my tan on.
For what?
For the Stinger. If you have any pictures from spring break or any other pictures that you want to see on the Stinger, be sure to send them to Mr. Collier via email.
This week, FFA is hosting their plant sale. Saturday and Sunday, 8 to 3, and Monday through Friday, 8:45 to 5 o'clock. Be sure to come out and support our FFA. Friday the 18th and Saturday the 19th, Chorus will be having their Addams Family play. More of that next week on Jacket Culture. Guess what? No. That's all for this week's Jacket Culture with Cole Gay
and Ashley McGuire.
March Madness is the biggest tournament in college sports. 68 teams battle it out throughout the month of March to see who will become the reigning national champions. And at Buford, for the first time in school history, we had our own March Madness. Clubs and sports teams battled it out on social media for the title of BHS Madness GOAT, and it was the cheerleaders who garnered the most votes. Congratulations, girls. We will have more next week on BHS Madness.
Thanks, Emmy. Spring fever is spreading across the athletic fields at BHS, and that jacket pride is contagious. Tuesday, golf finished third in their last home match of the year. Luke Stroud shot a new career low, 49. Brandon Gilstrap shot a new career low and a new season low score of 38. The men will finish their season on the road as they prepare for the region championship and state. This Wednesday, on the pitch, girls soccer traveled to York Prep, taking a hard loss 2-0. The boys soccer team hosted York Prep, defeating the Patriots 5-0 with Christian Griffin, Jax Turner, Alex Bryson, and Andy Brodo each scoring a goal. On the diamond, baseball fought hard but fell to the Volunteers 7-6. Softball traveled to Chesterfield, run-ruling the Rams 17-3. Once again, Ella Kate Plowler hit a 3-run homer, and Jalen Larimore had a double, scoring 2 runs. Tonight, baseball will host AJ at 6:30, and the Lady Jackets will begin at 5 p.m. with varsity following against the Sherrall Braves. Speaking of the Diamond, Buford C team wants you to know what the hardest position in baseball is.
Hey, my name's Sam Hunter. I play third, and the hardest position is probably catcher.
You can go to our YouTube channel to find out more. Make sure to comment what you think the hardest position is to play.
Have you ever felt like someone is following you? Well, in this week's Stinger on the Street, Bella and Riley performed a little experiment.
What are you doing?
I'm ghosting you.
What's that?
You'll find out on this week's Stinger on the Street with Bella Davis,
Riley Stroud, and Lily Floyd.
Hey, why are you following me?
Saturday goal, my baby.
Following me.
I'm
Stop following
What are y'all doing behind us?
Well, that's all for this week's Stinger on the Street with Bella Davis,
Riley Stroud, and Lily Floyd.
Thanks, Bella and Riley. Hey, Mr. Belk, we're only 1 week away from spring break.
Thank you so much, Emmy Grace. Good morning, Jackets. Hope everybody's doing well on this Friday. I want to start off, as always, with Jacket Pride. Remember, personal responsibility, respect, integrity, dedication, and excellence. All about that world-class character. Want to first off thank Mr. Greg Bartman and Ms. Marie Jacob for all that they do to recognize our students and seeking out that Jacket Pride and finding what you're looking for. Thank you all very much. I want to recognize several students: Drina Henderson, Selvin Jenkins, Jacob Cato, Jackson Skaggs, Tony Amos, Caitlin Whitley, Blake Gilmore, and Gage Ingram. Great job, y'all. Y'all come up during your own time on Monday, get your little shout out, your Cersei. And then Drina Henderson, you are our t-shirt drawing winner for this week. So great job. Keep it up. Proud of y'all. Thank y'all for showing that Jacket Pride. All right, a few things. I don't think I need to remind anybody, but in case you do, prom is tomorrow. Really excited about prom. You know, it's always an exciting time of year. You know, those milestones that come about in your high school career, it's all very fun and exciting. The one thing I always say, you know, we hold our junior and senior prom promise meeting during flex time today, is what makes prom special. And what makes it a time that's exciting for everyone is the evening itself, but more importantly than that, that everybody shows back up on Monday safe and sound. And just making sure our choices allow for that when we are celebrating such a fun and festive evening. Remember the choices that allow us to be safe and enjoy that evening as we all want it to be, and to have it be a memory that is one that we are fond of. Just remember, just some things to think about as we go into our prom promise assembly with that in mind. Showing back up Monday, celebrating and having the conversation about how wonderful of an evening and weekend it was. That's the number one goal. And I'm very thankful for our prom promise assembly, our student council, all of our staff that have had a great hand in pulling off a prom for our student body. Thank you all. Looking forward to that. All right. With that being said, I also don't think I had to remind anybody that we are 5 days away, 5 school days away from a spring break. All right, so just remember, like I always say, narrow that focus, knowing that those 5 days stand between us and spring break. Continue to do the next right thing you know to do. 1 foot in front of the other. And keep it that simple, all right? Focus on the next thing you know to do, breathe, and accomplish it. And then when that spring break comes, everybody, we are well aware that it's going to come at a perfect time, probably a little bit past due, but nonetheless, just next right thing, narrow that focus. With that being said, I hope everybody has a wonderful and safe day. Have a wonderful prom. Have a wonderful and safe weekend along with that. Take care, everybody. Go Jackets.
Thanks, Mr. Belk. That's all for this week's Stinger on Air. If you enjoyed this episode, like this video and comment below your favorite part. Stay tuned for our next episode, and we'll see you all next week. For Stinger on Air, I'm Emmy Johnson.